Hello friends, it's David and welcome again to the Kickstand, where we have a down-to-earth look at bikes and bike life. Please pardon the mess. I'm working to reorganize one of our rooms for a workspace and a sort of a studio space. This might be a good opportunity to share a little bit about myself. Originally, I wasn't really sure how to go about this. It's always difficult when you're talking about your past or what's led you to a particular place, especially with the last year being so crazy. So I thought the places that I would start are videos that I've done in the past. Not all of this has to do with bicycling, but it's a lot of what led up to where I'm at right now. I'm going to start by going back about 10 years. It's one of the first videos that I did for anything really that ended up on YouTube. At this time I was into mountaineering, and this is the year that I decided to work to summit Mount Rainier. It's the tallest mountain in Washington State where I live. And I wanted to do that through a program that I discovered while I was living in Colorado called Big City Mountaineers and Summit for Someone. So in 2011 I made a little video because the idea of Summit for Someone is you raise money for the program Big City Mountaineers, and as a reward you get a guided climb. So here's just a little taste of me 10 years ago giving the pitch for raising money for Summit Someone and why I want to climb Mount Rainier.
This year I not only wanted to do climb Mount Rainier, but I also wanted to do something different. I opted to do it through this Summit for Someone. Not only do I want to climb for somebody other than myself, you know, to make it an experience that I can share, even if it's not something that I can do personally. I want to give kids the opportunity to experience those same things.
As you can see, not a whole lot has changed. I mean, maybe a little bit has changed. And in August of 2011, I successfully summited Mount Rainier with a small team. It was really meaningful and a lot of fun. I've been on the summits of some of the mountains that you can see from the top of Mount Rainier, and it was a really amazing experience. And I kind of look at this as the point where life started to change and evolve for me. In 2013, I decided to go to the United Bicycle Institute. They used to have a classroom in Portland, Oregon. So I took the train from the Tri-Cities here in Eastern Washington. Doesn't always run on time, but it still does run, to Portland, Oregon. Took my bike with me, put my bike together in the central station there in Portland, Oregon, and spent a week learning about bike repair and getting my certification. Not long after that, I decided to change my retail management job. I'd been in retail management for about 8 years, and I went back to school and got my bachelor's degree in applied science, applied management. So in December of 2014, I graduated with my bachelor's degree. After I got my bachelor's degree, I looked for some fulfilling work, something different than retail management, and wasn't very successful. And that spring, I opened a mobile bike shop called Liberation Bike Shop. And I wanted something where we would meet people where they were biking. A year later, I opened my brick and mortar shop in downtown Kennewick. And that was a really fun year as I introduced more of an urban shop to the community.
All of those pieces are important around the community. Well, bicycles offer a way to be out, more open, can experience the world, and when you experience things, that connects people. You say hi to people as you bike by, you can see things that are going on, and that allows you, that reinforces the community aspect of it. Is a good match for our brand. Liberation is really about the joy of biking.
So we have good local bike shops here, and I wanted to do something that didn't necessarily compete with them. I wanted to do something that complemented them. And I saw a real opportunity for more of a community-oriented bike shop. And in 2017, with a lot of help from friends, rolled out Wheelhouse Community Bike Shop.
Hello, I'm David Spalding, owner at Liberation Bike Shop. I started a bike rental and mobile service in 2015 to better connect the community and bicycles along Tri-Cities public pathways. And this year, the brick and mortar Liberation Bike Shop opened in historic downtown Kennewick to improve on the original goal of community connections. The next exciting step in 2017 will be the Tri-Cities' first community bike shop. To get the community more involved and create ownership of our incredible biking resources, the shop will be member-owned and nonprofit.
Wheelhouse was inspired by community bike shops I had connected with over the last years, including the Fort Collins Bike Co-op and Boise Bicycle Project. For the next 3 years, that's where I spent a lot of my time. And as happened to a lot of us in 2020, when the pandemic shut everything down, Wheelhouse began to change and evolve. I went to work and am still working as a bike mechanic at a bike shop here locally. I found that what I was interested in and how I needed to connect to people through biking was really beginning to evolve too. A quick few shout outs here and folks that have been inspirations even beyond YouTube. They were the two that I really connected with as I was considering starting a YouTube channel, is Pathless Pedaled and Bike Shop Girl. So I really identified with those channels, and when I was going back through YouTube channels and rediscovered those two, it was really fun, and it's really what inspired me to possibly use YouTube as a way to connect to people who might not find their comfort zone in a lot of the bike-oriented videos that are out there right now. We'll have a lot more going on here. My plan is to continue to have videos every Wednesday. You'll continue to see the room here evolve as we get more organized and set up. You might see it change a little bit in quality, but I'm not the greatest video editor, and I'm still learning to talk to a camera, so that might not change. I'll also include links to the original videos, including Wheelhouse's YouTube page. Thanks again for taking a few minutes to learn a little bit about me and watching this video. If you've watched this far, then hopefully you will like and subscribe if you haven't already, and kind of join me on this journey as we figure this whole thing out and really find the common ground on bikes and biking and the joy of having a bicycle be part of your life. Until next time, bye.
I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone that made all of these events possible over the last 10 years. I definitely didn't do it alone. A lot of people were supportive and involved. My wife especially has supported me through all of this. I just want to thank all the people that have been part of this journey, and I'm excited for a lot of those people and a lot of new people to be part of the next chapter. Thank you. Bye.